So I recently got the Platinum Trophy on the Peppa Pig video game, and you guys loved it, leaving me loads of comments saying how much you all appreciated my nutsack for blessing you with such quality content creation. So today I decided to not do something easy like the Dying Light 2 Platinum Trophy or the Wolfenstein 2 Platinum Trophy. Hold up. What's with all these game sequels being 10 times harder than the original ones? Kinda sus. Anyways, today I got the Platinum Trophy for the My Little Pony video game, or to be exact, My Little Pony, A Maritime Bay Adventure. I guess they are already setting it up for sequels since it's already down that line to begin with. Better safe than sorry, I guess. The Platinum Trophy consists of 14 trophies and takes an average time of 120 hours to do. Wait, that's not. You begin the journey by being farted out into the pony world, and immediately you can tell this game had more love poured into it than the Peppa Pig game, since that thing was low-key trash compared to this. And Lord have mercy, they did it again. They made the My Little Pony game cost $40 just like the Peppa Pig one. I don't know who these developers think they are, but they cannot keep getting away with this. Especially not since the characters in this game don't have voice lines that match up with their lips. Like, I know, horses don't actually talk, but still. The first objective of the game is to retrieve our super cool treasure hunting satchel that we have apparently lost.
Oh my god! Oh,
and I guess a bunny rabbit took it since we end up chasing this one poor guy around whilst also frolicking on all the star collectibles around us. As my balls grazed through the pasture like a little person, I gathered 100 stars for my very first trophy in this extremely long and hard grind. That's what she said. The little horsey herself strolls up on this huge house, and I'm not sure why this is even in the game since at no point within the amazing story do you actually ever go into the house or do anything with it. But like pointless things, the game also gives you a butterfly that somehow managed to move an entire clay pot with its sheer force. Now I'm no butterfly wizard, but this is just not realistic at all. Just like talking ponies, I don't know what's going on in this game. I'm totally convinced the voice actor for the butterfly is definitely the same girl who does the main character. And I also really want to see the recording of her doing it since that has got to be the most demeaning thing an actor has ever done. Like, imagine hiring this lady online and just telling her to make fake butterfly sounds into a mic. Butterflies don't even make a sound, by the way, they just fly. Anyway, sorry for the butterfly lore, but the thing is like our guide in the game if you get lost. So when your kid plays this game in 10 years, they won't get lost within all the horse cheeks that play on the screen. The way the world is looking nowadays, horses might be the next sex appeal, who knows. I continued to frolic around in the daisies while following the butterfly until we ran up on another pony in the game. It has blue hair, and I'm convinced it also has a questionable looking wrist. But it asks us to help it rebuild this bridge so we can continue to play the game. Now, since I really want to know what merits this game to cost $40, I agreed to help and easily found the 3 items without breaking a sweat. I also missed a few collectibles and tried to go back like 3 feet and the game would not let me. Also, it reused the same voice lines back to back and instantly turned me off. Kind of like when your girl's coochie smells like poopy. Yeah, so we rebuilt the bridge using a process in this game called unicycling, which is a pun for recycling. And this game actually features a lot of these sneak little shots at grammar throughout. Honestly, if I had to choose a game to spend $40 on based upon effort and depth between Peppa Pig and My Little Pony, I would choose My Little Pony 9 times out of 10. And the one time I don't is because I was having too much fun snorting crack and playing this game, so I forgot who I was. We meet another side character, and this bloke is a huge farmer, I guess, in the My Little Pony universe. We have to herd his gay rabbits for him since he's too lazy to do it himself. And after doing so, we don't even get a trophy for it. Actually, this dude makes us do a lot of useless things the whole game, which is hilarious. But at least the game gave us some mini games to do while participating in slave labor, so we don't realize it in the moment. Low-key a criminal move, but actually super smart. I guess they didn't think of that in the 1800s. I completed the mini game and got a trophy for unlocking the main part of the game. Not sure why since it has to happen, but I won't complain. And look at that, another horse joke. Gosh, I don't even miss the $40 I wasted. Main Street is a wondrous place with lots of stuff going on in it. It's also festival time in the game, so there's loads of shops and celebratory things throughout. Instead of enjoying my vacation, however, I just ran around collecting things for another collectible trophy, since those make up like half the game's trophy list to begin with. We come across a super fat bunny, and apparently this game is like real life since fat hoes still think they run the world. We will come back to this fat ass later to deal with him justly. Before entering the other street of Main Street, I got confronted by a pony asking me for free head. I rejected, but he insisted and said if I can complete this race, he will let me go free. So I did just that, and low-key, I'm being serious right now. Big props for the My Little Pony devs for trying to spice up this edition into the kid game scam community. Like, at least this game has lots of things to do, unlike the Peppa Pig video game, which is still the biggest scam ever, and I can't let it go. The main villain and problem in this game is that all these people's posters keep getting vandalized very rudely by an unknown terrorist within the My Little Pony universe. Spoiler alert, It was Donkey from Shrek. But seriously, this is the only problem in the entire game, and I find that super hilarious. Like, just imagine if they let me make one of the game's stories, and it was just rated M and had ponies brutalizing each other in the alleyways surrounded by bright colors and happy music everywhere. Now that would be worth $40 hard-earned right there. The next thing on the agenda is to ask around about what happened and to see if any eyewitnesses saw a titty slip during the crime or not. Everyone said different things, but apparently all signs pointed to your mom since she's a fat ass. Actually, it was a suicidal pony with blue hair, who, if we are being honest, doesn't have a single rational thought behind those blood-sucking eyes. All we need to do is get some paint to cover up the vandalism X. Now you might be thinking, wow, Illusion, that is so simple and easy. And you'd be right, sir, that is super easy, which is why this game doesn't let you actually buy anything. Instead, you need to do 2 other side quests first, retrieving different items to be able to trade up to some paint. But Lord have mercy, is it worth it, since that one color of paint somehow, someway covered up all the heinous things that have been done on that billboard. Quite a bit later on, I got drafted into a beauty pageant for ponies. In this game, straight up has like a music beat matching minigame in it that reminded me a lot of games like Guitar Hero or Osu. Yet again, proving that the My Little Pony video game is amazing, and you should all buy 2 copies right now so you won't ever run out. I haven't got a trophy in a hot minute and my pussy was starting to get dry. But thankfully, after beating that music section, I got one for completing all the quests in Main Street, and then another right after for using the wardrobe swap magic mirror creation in the corner. But somehow it still makes me look bad, like whenever your girl wears no makeup. Anyways, we got to go to the next area of the game, which is called Town Park. Sadly, no horse puns in this part of the game, and I started to fall into a deep depression again. Thankfully, this zesty-ass pony showed up and gave me something to direct all my deep sadness and regret into. After finding some more clues about the newest messed up billboard in the world of ponies, I tried to do this one parkour jump and failed relentlessly. It turns out it wasn't even possible in the first place, which is why it would make sense because I know damn well no 3-year-old girl is gonna figure this out, which is what I assume the target demographic is for this game. Yet again, another reason why we need the mature version of this kid's game, please. We turn in some more clues and the quote-unquote sheriff guy blames the zesty pony, and I honestly thought it was just because he had some preconceived opinions about it. But it turns out he was the suspect at the time, and he just flies off into the sunset while questioning his sexuality. I ended up fixing the billboard again since I'm a glorified delivery boy, doing relentless amounts of chores for everyone around me. Honestly, you'd think I was a woman at this point. But anyways, I found 1,000 star things for another collectible trophy. This retarded pony who had a Spartan hat on tried to molest me again, but I told him no means no. Actually, he didn't even try to hit on me once. I tricked you. He just wanted to see me race. We did another race, and I won because it was with nobody besides the voices in my head. I then did another herding mission for that one farmer pony who constantly loves to make me work my little ass off all day. But this time, he actually gave me a trophy for it, and I was shocked since before I got nothing in return. Like with my ex-girlfriend. Oh yeah, and we also confronted the fat rabbit again. Shocker. It's still fat. And this fat son of a bitch really thought he was special since we had to go and run like multiple different errands picking up a bunch of things for him. And then once he had all of them, the dude just floated away and left all of his starving English children behind. Reminds me so much of the Renaissance, it's crazy. After the fat sin was written from creation, I got another trophy all lubed up and handed to me. We also reached Beach Cove, which is the last location in this game. I honestly started to believe it was a 100-hour game the way it was going. Imagine how funny that would be though if the devs actually managed to make a children's game that long. Anyways, this place is just like the rest, and we are still searching for the person who is vandalizing all the poor people's billboards. Conveniently enough, the red pony is always the one who's next to it first. I ended up collecting 1,500 stars for the final collectible trophy in the game. And can I just say that I low-key was a dog going for these? Like I nailed them all out way before the story was even over because I made damn sure to get every single one out there. Sometime later, we ended up finally flying around like all normal ponies do, and then out of nowhere, all hell breaks loose and it begins to look like a Doom game. And the magic gets turned off apparently from this one tower thing that gives all the ponies cool powers. At first, I thought it was just heroin, but I guess I was mistaken. We find out that the red pony has been behind it all along, and to say I was surprised would be a lie since it was obvious. Like, not only is he an aggressive color, but he's also the only pony with more than 2 rational thoughts floating throughout his brain. I got a trophy for the magic being turned off, which didn't seem like an accomplishment to me, but it's okay. And we get a final boss fight sort of section within the My Little Pony game. Except instead of super fast-paced, high-action gameplay, we just skate at a moderate speed with almost no obstacles coming at us at any moment in time. And it lasts like 10 minutes, which is like 10% of my total playtime. If we just forget about this part of the game, the My Little Pony game would have actually been a banger. Nonetheless, we finally caught the red pony, and we all become friends in the end to really lie to all the kids who play it and make them think life is actually about friends. I got a trophy for beating the game, and we get to watch some cool credits about a bunch of adults who made this overpriced kids game. I actually had one trophy left, which just consisted of me doing one more obstacle course from that pedo pony who wanted to use me one more time before I leave him forever. I did it easily since this game is made for children and got the trophy. And then the platinum right after. Low-key, this game was better than I expected, and also shout out to the one dude on my friends list who was also playing it when I did.